Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. Oh my god, it's the third Asmongold video in a week. Bro is obsessed. Okay, I get it, but you can't really blame me for talking about him multiple times this week, given the ridiculous controversies he's been involved with, beginning with the Pirate Software situation we talked about yesterday, where Pirate Software is getting canceled for simply talking to Asmongold, and the other situation is what we're going to be giving an update on in this video, and that is the most hilarious beef that's ever been created. A beef between Asmon and the richest man in the world, Elon Musk. This has been an absolutely hilarious situation because Asmongold simply pointed out inconsistencies with his Path of Exile 2 hardcore gameplay and called him a fake gamer. And now Elon Musk woke up this morning and shows humiliation and has made an absolute fool out of himself on his own platform, crashing out, ripping away some of Asmon's privileges on Twitter because it doesn't like the criticism he's facing from him, even leaking some of their private DMs, and he's also made wild claims about Asmon that have resulted in community notes. Bro is literally getting noted by his own system from his own platform. It's absolutely insane the levels Elon Musk has gone because his ego was challenged. Now, before we get into the most recent updates, let's get some context as to what's going on here in case you missed the previous video. So, for many years, Elon Musk has been sharing gameplay. There's no doubt for decades he has been someone who is a gamer. I think that is very clear. However, people are questioning just how good of a gamer because he's released on multiple occasions gameplay that would basically make him a world-class gamer, beginning with some Diablo 4 footage he streamed a few months ago that technically at the time made him the best player in the world. But a lot of people are raising eyebrows after some of his Path of Exile 2 hardcore gameplay and his achievements were revealed to the public that would have made him one of the best players in the world. And a lot of people are calling this out for multiple reasons. There's really two major reasons why people believe he is account sharing or doing something that isn't legit. Because number one, there's no way Elon Musk has the time in his schedule to grind out this achievement in any sort of a realistic way. The hours just aren't there for him. He's one of the busiest guys in the world. There's no way he has 20 hours a day to do this grind over the past couple of weeks that'd be necessary to reach the level he is currently at in Path of Exiles 2 hardcore. And Quinn here explains just exactly the amount of hours he would have to do to reach this level, and it's insane.
Let's start off with some context. Elon Musk's character is currently level 97, aka rank 12 on hardcore, that's permanent death mode, trade league. Let me try to give you a quick understanding as to how hard it is to get to that level. 2 weeks into the league, when people are playing the game, literally they're staying up 40 to 50 hours without sleeping, only playing Path of Exile, and they are the most try-hard guys in the world. The highest ranked player on the hardcore trade league was level 93. Okay, and you're thinking about yourself, that's kind of close to 97. Every time you level it up, it becomes exponentially harder to gain experience. A lot harder and a lot harder. Okay, so these players, to get to 97, have to be playing the game every day for the majority of their day.
So yeah, that is the major criticism here, that Elon Musk just doesn't have the time in his day to do this achievement here that he's working on. And it's really not that surprising, right? This isn't even a skill issue. No one's saying he's not skilled as a gamer. They're just saying it's not possible based on the time requirements for him to do this. But a lot of people are also calling into question his skill in this specific game, because it seems like there's inconsistencies between his achievements on the account versus his game knowledge. He seems to be saying things that show he is a beginner at Path of Exile 2, which is displayed by several clips here that we'll see from both Quinn, Crip, and also Asmongold's editor.
There's no way he played that account.
Just running past chaos orbs.
No loot filter.
Please don't press against mana flask.
He's individually dragging the maps into the inventory.
Level 48.
It's not really about one of these things happening. It's about everything happening. There has to be hundreds of hours to being level 90 fucking 7.
So yeah, it seems very obvious that there's something that smells here, right? It doesn't pass the smell test here. He's got a lack of time necessary for these grinds, and also his knowledge of the game seems to be at a beginner level, despite the fact he's playing on an account that clearly has hundreds of hours put into it. But Asmongold, as a result of seeing all of this, would make a challenge to Elon Musk with a very fruitful reward for Elon Musk.
Elon Musk can prove that he played this account to 97. I will stream on X starting the day that he proves it for an entire year straight, every single stream that I...
That would be huge, right? Elon Musk is desperate to have people stream on X and no one's doing it. And imagine getting one of the biggest streamers in the world to do it. That would have been a very good thing for Elon Musk. It's a very enticing, smart offer, right? It gives him something that's a lucrative reward for Elon Musk, and also it attacks his ego because he's calling him a fake gamer and saying basically put up or shut up. And I predicted that he would respond in one way or another. He couldn't help himself in this situation because proving that he's a epic gamer is way more important to Elon Musk than anything in the world. It's more valuable than his wealth, anything else in his life. It's secondary next to looking like a cool gamer to a bunch of people on social media. And we got some responses here. The first one happened about a day ago. Elon Musk unfollowed Asmongold as a result of this. Yeah, gets criticized once, it's over. Yeah, that's the issue with people like Elon Musk. They're so used to people just like meat riding them 24/7. They don't question anything he does. And unfortunately, here's an example of a person criticizing him or daring to question his skill as a gamer, and it's immediately over. Cut all ties, it's done. But things would get really crazy this morning, or really late last night, when we had some people here. This person made a video defending Elon Musk and saying he's a great gamer. He played Quake 20 years ago and was really good at, which is hardly relevant. Again, it's not about his skill as a gamer in general. It's his skill at Path of Exile 2 and also the amount of time he'd have available for this grind. Elon Musk would then respond to this saying, Asmon behaves like a maverick independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. You can see a proposed note here saying basically he's a content creator. Like, oh, I guess if you really want to go the extra length, you can say, oh, his boss is YouTube, which then you could say to Elon Musk, the boss of Tesla is the United States government because they have to follow their laws. Like, that, it's basically just like the rule system in place on the platform you're using. Like, I don't know. I think that's quite the stretch. But it's a very petty thing saying he's not his own man. That's kind of ridiculous and really out of line at this point. And he also shares some Diablo footage from like a year ago or something. Like, again, nobody's calling you out for Diablo footage. They're calling you out for Path of Exile 2 hardcore. So this is completely irrelevant. And then you got Ian Miles Chong, who's quite possibly one of the biggest Elon meat riders in the world. I mean, he's doing tricks on that thing every single day. He says this: you shouldn't have to justify yourself to these people, but it's nice that you've got receipts to prove your gaming credentials. Again, it's footage of another game. It's completely irrelevant. But Elon would respond with this saying, I'm on hundreds of streams on YouTube/Twitch playing live with the world's best players. No other way to say this, but while Asmon is good at caustic commentary and making fun of people, he is not good at video games, which seems like a kind of a low blow. And you can see the community note being applied here, showing various achievements of Asmongold in World of Warcraft. But at the end of the day, like, again, he's calling you out for possibly account sharing, and you have no proof that that account belongs to you. Instead, you're attacking his ability as a gamer, which he, again, is an achieved gamer in other ways. And also just like, it's just like a petty move, right? He's clearly very angry, but things would get even worse here, where Elon Musk would say, Asmon, like, we already read this. So he calls Asmon a maverick independent, basically saying he's not really like that and he has to ask for permission. And this is the proof of Asmon basically being not his own man. It's a DM that he leaked from Asmongold, where Asmongold says, I'm going to see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. Not sure what he's referring to, but Elon says, sure. Who are these mysterious editors? If you've been paying attention to Asmongold's channels on YouTube for a while, you know his editors are not mysterious. But Asmon says two guys, D. Asmongold and Cat Danny, they basically run the entire YouTube account. So basically any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they just get a cut of the ad revenue. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it. And Elon says, interesting. So here's the very strange thing about this. This is not only embarrassing for the fact that he's leaking DMs, which is a bitch-made move, honestly, but this doesn't prove anything. In fact, it proves Asmongold is actually doing some pretty good things. The details are a bit blurry, but I remember when a couple years ago, there was multiple Asmongold channels. It was people uploading clips of his streams, and eventually Asmongold said, stop cannibalizing each other, and why don't we just all have, all of you editors get together on one set of channels and work together. And I think at the time, I don't know if this is still the rule, but Asmongold had to own a certain portion of the channel and the revenue in order for it to be technically his and not duplicate content or anything like that. But the editors collect all of the other revenue and they share it amongst themselves. And I think that's a great system. Obviously, he's making a lot of money on the Asmongold TV and Asmongold Clips channels, and the editors clearly are getting a lot of good compensation. They're getting the clips together and they're getting paid for it, and helps promote Asmongold in a stream. Like, it's the perfect relationship for content creation, and somehow Elon Musk is pointing this out as something that makes him not his own man. It's so tone deaf, and it shows he has no idea about content creation, which is really scary when he owns an entire social media platform that is trying to bring over content creators. This is a horrible, horrible look. And on top of that, we saw some other claims that Elon Musk, during this beef, ripped away Asmongold's verified checkmark that appears, based on the fact it's a blue checkmark, he was paying for, which is really, really embarrassing. Now, I've seen on all of these related tweets talking about this, proposed community notes, people making all sorts of copium, saying, oh, well, no, that never happened. This never happened. He never lost his badge. That's an outright lie. And if you want the proof of this, here it is. Elon Musk's own screenshot. It shows right here, you can see Zach with no check mark, because even when you're DMing someone, right? I checked this out myself. If you're DMing someone who has Twitter Premium, the blue check mark also displays itself in the direct message to them. So the fact that he took the screenshot and doesn't have it there, that means it was gone when he took the screenshot. So while he was actively seething about Asmongold, he took away his premium check mark. Which, by the way, if you're going to laugh at other companies and individuals who spurg out like this, their most recent example is the one creator from Pathfinder who was angry that JD Vance was played Pathfinder and basically said, I want him to turn in his materials because I don't want to be associated with the likes of him. If you're going to laugh at him, you got to laugh at Elon here too, because clearly Asmongold was paying for that check mark, and now Elon is basically saying, I'm going to take it away from you. You can take your money back because I don't want you to have this check mark because I'm angry at you over your criticism of me. Yeah, that's very petty. And on top of that, the check mark has gone back, but that's not every check mark. As pointed out here, Asmongold also had the X gaming check mark here, this little symbol here, and that is from the X gaming account because he was associated with it. They removed that as well and have not returned it. So I think Elon has made it very clear he doesn't want him to post his content on X anymore. And again, just an amazing crash out, taking away badges from his name. It's just so embarrassing for the richest man in the world to be doing this. It's just absolutely embarrassing. But you would see Asmongold actually respond to one of the claims here, saying leaking my DMs is one thing, but this is absolutely uncalled for, referring to the fact that he said Asmongold is not a good gamer. And yeah, he has every right to complain about this in kind of a surreal moment, right? This isn't like your usual creator beef, two content creators beefing with each other. He's beefing with a very powerful person. Like that, you gotta sometimes sit back and kind of absorb what's going on here. This is a kind of a surreal situation, even for Asmongold to be in, when Elon Musk is coming down, bringing down the hammer on him and trying to publicly lash out at him. It's a very strange situation, but it gets even funnier. So I saw people reporting this, that if you go to the Grok system, Grok is like their AI powered system on Twitter. You can ask it various questions. And people were saying if you ask about this incident, it takes Asmongold's side. And I tried it out for myself, and it's real. So if you type, Why did Elon Musk take away Asmongold's blue checkmark? Elon Musk's decision to remove Asmongold's blue checkmark from X, formerly Twitter, appears to be linked to a series of events involving Musk's gaming credentials and Asmongold's commentary on those events. Here's a breakdown based on the information, and you have like gaming controversy, response from Musk, and so on and so forth. Basically, his own AI system is taking Asmongold's side over his. If I can't think of anything more hilarious than that, I don't know what to really tell you there. It's just a very funny result of all this. But yeah, this has been one of the craziest beefs I've seen in quite some time. And the fallout here, who knows what's going to happen next, but that is the most relevant and up-to-date coverage of this. And if anything else significant happens, we'll update with a new video as well. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.